Alright, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a U5000. This was purchased along with a 9200 and a U2000 in untested condition. The U2000, a few videos back, we saw nothing was really much wrong with that one, so it turned out to be fairly easy. Too much to my surprise, because usually untested means not working. But so that turned out to be okay, so we got lucky there. The D9200, I mentioned before, I have no tube to test that on. If and when I can acquire a tube, we'll go over that one. That'll be fun. But for now, I got this U5000. So let's get this opened up and see what is going on with this one. I have not taken it apart yet because I want to see its condition here live with you guys. So I think what we'll do is let's go here across this. Okay, well, just like always, we got our neck board stuff is smashed flat. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it for now. We've got popped traces. Most likely they were just fine until it was shipped, and then they got smashed flat. Let's just make sure for now everything is intact, and then we'll go over the... Oh, we got a bulging cap. Our neck board cap is no good. If we look here, you can clearly see that our cap is bulging right out, so there's a bad cap right off the bat. That didn't take long, so that's no good. Let's zoom back out here. Okay. So our neck board seems okay, except for... I don't have any broken pots except for that bulging cap, so let's just disconnect it and get it out of our way for the moment. Well, the neck, it's never been removed because the glue is still intact from our G2 wire here, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to twist this and get this off of here fairly easily. Nope, man, that is on there. That is on there. There we go. Okay. Got that off of there. Alright, so our neck board has now been removed. We'll set it aside. Let's get our remote board disconnected. Womp womp. We got a broken width pot. We have a broken horizontal hold pot. So we got two broken pots. Another casualty of shipment here. So that's busted and that one's busted. It's possible someone stepped on it. I can't say, but we've got two broken pots. That's okay. I can replace those. Not a problem. So we'll get that out of the way. So we're not looking very good. Somebody has replaced the horizontal coil at some point. Let's take this off of here. Push down, push up, and push down on the board, and use your other hand to pull this away, just like that. Alright, let's take a look at this and see if there's anything else that is... I don't see any bulging caps on the main board. I don't see anything immediately out of whack. It all looks original. They've got the vertical sweep mod is I'll have to get another screw and nut and install it properly here in the hole on the heatsink, because it should be attached somewhere, not just flailing around like that like most of them are. It does not have the pincushion board, but that's fine. It can run without the pincushion board. And we got some type of dead creature laying in here. A little millipede or something. So that goes away. Otherwise it looks intact. Don't see any missing components initially. We got our R760 and 765 here like we had on the previous U5000 repair. And these are only on the 2000 and the 5000, those two resistors. But everything looks like it's okay. No bulging caps, nothing's missing, everything seems alright. So let's look at the bottom side. Oh my god! Oh shit! Oh, what in the... Oh man, this board was broken. This board was cracked and broken. This is gonna be fun. This was cracked here, it looks like. Yeah. Get out of here, stupid anode wire. Yep, there you go. Look at that. Well, this is completely fixable, but not like this. This is bad. Not like this.
Not like this. Not like this.
Oh my lord. Well, we are going to have to do some major surgery here, and it's probably not going to be very pretty, but nothing that we can't handle. So the first thing I want to do is let's go through and just test all of our components like we normally do, so we can get that out of the way. We can fix our pots here later. We can readjust and do our neck board work later and replace that cap later. For now, let's do our testing on all of our components. So we can verify that they're all okay. And then what we'll have to do... Oh, my sticker fell off here. The chassis identification sticker fell off, so I'm going to have to save that. We'll test our components, and if everything tests good, then we'll get to working on repairing all this. Then we'll repair our other stuff I just talked about, and we'll see if it turns on and what it looks like. But I don't see... Normally you have on the U5000, one of the first things you want to check is all the header pins for your video selection. Because almost always you'll have, especially right here, which we can actually kind of see already, yep, very common, both of these right here, extremely common to have both of these cracked. If we look closely, we can see clearly, or not. There you go, you can see here clearly that we're having the first signs of crackage here. This one's cracked, that one's cracked, this one's cracked. So it's extremely common. This one here is suspect. So this is the very first thing you want to check on the U5000 is those video selection header pins. So, oh man, even all the pads for the vertical IC are lifted. All these are lifted too. Man, someone did a number. We got lucky with that U5000 because this one we are not lucky with. So let's just do our testing and then we'll come back and do our repairs here in a minute. But alright, so let's test our HOT. Alright. First of all, let's get all this out of the way. Okay, HOT is this guy here. Alright, HOT is good. Q703. It should be around 0.6, but that's probably not too bad there. And then this should be like 1.7, I think. Well, that's not right. Oh, that's because I'm reading the wrong one. Sorry, that's the wrong one. There's a transistor right here, but the one we want is this one. Sorry, that's the one further up there, which is going to be this one. Should be 0.6. I guess that's not unusual, but I used to seeing them around 0.6, not 0.5. The other one should be 1.7. See, that's not right either, because I'm still on the wrong one. Let's try the right one. Third time's the charm. There's our 0.6. And there's our, well, 1.2. Okay, 1.2. I was remembering incorrectly. But yeah, I did the wrong one 2 times in a row. Not this one. We want this one. Okay, man, I'm just still flustered from even visually seeing this mess here. Let's check our vertical IC to make sure it's not shorted. We'll go to our ground. We'll pick a ground up over here on the back side. And the only one that should be grounded is pin 5. Yeah, let's go to our continuity mode. That's pin 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So our vertical IC is not shorted. That's good. We'll check our D18. Should read 0.5. Switch it around. And good. R760, was that 5 or 7? R765 should be 33k ohm, and it is. And 760 should be either 100 or 400, I thought, if we talked about this last time. There's our 100, so that's okay. Let's check our R810, R811. Let's check R811. It should be, I think, between 50k ohm and 100k ohm. Keep coming down. There you go. So we got 100k ohm, so that's fine. So we shouldn't have color problems. HOT, R811, 760, 765, D601, I think it was. The vertical IC, Q703. All that is good. We don't need to check Q708 because these 2 resistors are good. If something was wrong with this one of these would be bad, so we don't have to worry about that. So I think that covers everything on this side. R303 should be 1.2 ohms, or 1.0 is fine. D302. These 2 components are for your vertical collapse. So our D302 is good, so we shouldn't have vertical collapse issues or vertical issues unless we have bad caps around this area right here. So yeah, I think now all of this is okay. So now let's check our R104. Should be around 10K. You could see there, sorry, but it should be around 10K. 12, I mean, it's anywhere between 10 and 13, I see it usually. So that indicates that most of this should be okay. We can test our voltage regulator, which is this guy here. I think it's 1.0 on this one. Yep. So our voltage regulator is good, not shorted. We can test our switch mode power supply chip. We should read the 2 middle pins here should be middle pin, and outboard pin should be diode. And then middle pin and outboard should be diode. And then we should have middle pin and outboard should be 1.7. 1.5 is okay. And then middle pin and outboard should be 1.0. No, 1.7, okay. I can never seem to remember from chassis to chassis. My brain doesn't work. But we're just checking to make sure it's not shorted. And it's not. And it reads somewhat close to what it should. So it's probably going to be okay, but we'll do our light bulb test and make sure. So I mean, that should be about it. So everything tests good for power wise. Everything that should keep it from powering on tests okay. So I guess what we'll do is I'm not even going to bother trying to turn it on the way that it is now. I'm going to simply remove all of this junk one at a time and see if I can trace it through and fix it a bit better. I'm almost tempted to take the flyback out of the chassis to make this easier when doing all this work, but I think for now we'll just leave it. But let's zoom in here and just start doing stuff and inspecting. Okay, I'll turn my iron on. I gotta dampen the sponge here. The goddamn sponge is dry. Get my fan. Hang on a second, I'll be right back. Alright, let's get going on this. It's probably not going to be a difficult repair, just tedious. I don't even know why this one's here. Do we not have continuity across there? Looks like we should. Oh no, it's broken, yeah. The trace is broken here. The trace is broken right here. I don't know if you can see that, but it's broken right there. So, I've got the pin here at the ready, but I think what we'll do is let's just do it the old-fashioned way. Where'd my brush go? And grab that. I think that'll work better than what they had going on there. There's no reason to have that the way they did. So let's test our continuity across there. We want from here to here. What the heck? Why is that not? Is that one broken too? If you follow the trace here, you can clearly see that it goes from here to here. But from here, it should be... Is it part of that? No, it's not. Okay. It had so much junk there, I couldn't tell. It's not. Okay, it's just a direct shot. Alright. So from here through to here, and then to here. Yep, okay. Why the hell is this jumper here? Why the hell is this one here? That, do we have continuity from here to here? Yes. What about here to here? Yeah. All the way down to here? Yes. So that was going to here. If we follow this to there, that's good. Follow it down to here, that's good. Follow it over to here. It's not good. Follow it over to here. So here to here is good, but from here to here is not, because it's broken right across there. So again, shouldn't be hard to fix that one. Get rid of this. And we will see, I don't want to use the fiberglass pen if I don't have to, because I don't want to expose the traces that I don't need to. However, it's not really exposed enough there. There we go. Not beautiful, but that will work. Okay. So now we should have continuity all the way from point to point, which if we follow that through, that runs over to here, down through, around to here, yeah, and then up to here. All right, so that's two, oh, that was two jumpers eliminated. Throw those away. Let's try this one. Goes to this. Why is that one? That follows this around and goes up this way to here. Do we have continuity across there? We do not. So is it broken at the pad? So that beeps, but this does not. So is it, where's it broken at? I think it's broken here, right where this other one was. We can test that theory right now by going to here and touching this. That is not good, but that's good. So it's not broken there. It's broken here. Yep, it rings to right there. Can you even see what I'm doing? No, you can't. Ha! Sorry. It's good to here, but it's not good to there. So let's see if we can work a little magic here. There we go. And now that you can see right here, there, I lost it. Right there's where I made our jumper. It is not touching that, and it is not touching that. But if we follow it up through, and it's still not touching that. So, are we open somewhere else again? Might be open right. Yep. We're open in multiple spots. It's open here. Right there. So let's Fix that. There we go. Now, do we have continuity from here to here? Yes, we do. Okay. So we have another. That should also, it looks like, go up to here. And that's good. All right. All right, so we've eliminated 3 jumpers now. Let us test, see what's going on here with this. All right, so this one was here to here, and it's open. If we follow this, it's going to be cracked right here. I can already tell. Here to here is good. Follow this down through this way. That's that one. This one here is where that was. Follow this through. Nope. Did I lose where that was hooked to? Doesn't matter. It was right here. So here to here is good. It's gouged. That's good. This follows through. Here it was. That is open. Alright. So we need to fix it right there. Alright, so there's our bridge. And let's test from here now up to here. Okay. Another jumper removed. And that goes on through over to here. Alright, so if we look at the damage here, it's cracked all the way through to here, across there to this. Does this ring to here? Yes, it does. We fixed this crack. This crack, that just goes from there to there. Nothing's hooked to those points. Cracked down through here. Is that supposed to be over to? Is that supposed to be like that? Let's take a look at this one. Around here. Is that supposed to be going over across there like that? Let's look here. That is indeed, so that's correct. And does that ring to here? It does, so that's good. Are these touching each other? They are not. And it reads okay. Alright. So we follow the crack down. That's fixed. This is okay. That's fixed. That's fixed. They got this thing going across here. Well, I guess we can leave that there because it's going across a trace. So we can leave this installed. You know what? Nope, I'm going to take it off. And let's just fix this properly here. There we go. Okay, following this down here. Oh, I see. They put this one here to act as a bridge for the crack right here across the ground plane. So we can take that out of there. Okay. And we can just use our fiberglass pin, wherever that went, there it is, to kind of expose the ground plane. Like so. And we'll just do this. That's more like it. Is that supposed to be up to that though? That is not. We need to fix I don't think we just did that. I think that might have been like that. We need to fix this. Got it. Okay. We had a bridge there we shouldn't have had. Well, okay, making progress here. So now we should have continuity across here to here. We do indeed. All right. So we can kind of proceed from there now. Throw that away. 3 more jumpers gone. Okay, what is going on here with this one? Holy crap. Yeah, let's see if we can fix this first. That's pushed. We may have to use jumpers for that. With how broken this is, we may have to end up using jumpers because that is broken. Because it's broken. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to get those back in shape. I need to see if I can flex this and push that back inward. Not sure I'll be able to do that. Well, I'm gonna get rid of all this crap out of my way here. Come on, there you go. sure where that's going. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, I gotta get this corner pushed through here. And then this is really what's keeping me from okay. Yeah, I may have to use a jumper for this one here because I can't push that part of the board back together. Let's I'd like to not have to use a jumper on any of this stuff, but it may come down to that. If nothing else, like it's just gonna jump this area here. Can I make a bridge across there? Like a bridge over troubled traces. I can't jump that gap, get over there. Got it. I think, let's see, am I lost here? No, right here. There we go. Yep, I got that. So that's a jumper to cross there. Gonna have to do that one too. I'm not sure if that just goes right to here. If it does, I can just create a bridge across here to here. As a matter of fact, let me look at this one, and that is right here, and that does indeed but we should not have a I'm glad I looked at that because we do not want to have a bridge. Where the hell did where'd my braid go? There it is. We are not supposed to have a bridge across this. So that is that. No, that's all correct. Okay. I don't know what I was thinking. That's all correct. Okay. Yeah, so that comes up. That's independent. That rings to there, so that's correct now. It doesn't ring to anything around it. And when this goes up to there, that is for that. Okay, this, so that's all correct. But it also rings to here. 34 ohms, is that right? Yep, okay. Alright, so I thought that was a problem, but it's not. Alright, in that case, but this here if we look, sorry about it, I was doing all that out of the frame there, but if we look right here, you can see this area here that's got a crack. If we compare that to, let's see, right here, you can see these two touch each other. So these two, I can just create a bridge across there, which will help strengthen this one right above it that I just did. So we can just go right across there like this. There we go. And this is going to be fun trying to accomplish this. Okay, that doesn't ring to any of that. That's good. We're going to have to jump this somehow. And that's not going to be easy. I think what we'll do is get some caps here. And we'll sacrifice some nice thick legs here. We're going to go to there. I want to avoid using jumpers, but I'm not going to be able to get away with bridging this. There's just not going to be any way to bridge over that. I mean, I could try. You know, let me try first. There's no reason not to at least try that. Because it could be possible. But would you look at that? Hot damn. Got it. Okay, I'll save these legs for something else. And we will continue on. Where are we at here? Let's make sure that that is correct. Yep, we got those two cut across there, not touching the other stuff. We aren't. We got here to here. That's not touching there. So from this point down, so starting here where it's cracked and coming all the way through here, all the way through down to here. I think we're reaching the last points here. This appears to go to here. That goes to there. Is that all one? Let's see, right below that. That's all one trace, which comes down through to here. So it looks like, let's see. Right below there are those two. And you got this trace there. Those two comes through, goes to here, which then goes to here, which comes down this way to there. Is that all intact? Here to here to there, down to here. That's all intact. So let's reflow this. And cover up the trace. Kind of strengthen it here. Alright, so that should be correct. Let's make sure. Yep. And we don't want to have it touching this. It does not. That should come through to here. But I see why they put the jumper there, because of this right here. So I'm going to add a bit more to that, if I can. Yep. Okay. Let's hit this one. I think that will work. So now we got to get rid of this, and that. All right. Actually, grab this whole area here. So there you can see the brakes pretty well. Here, here, and here. So we'll just add a little solder. Oh, damn it. Precision is the key. Not touching. Outstanding. Okay, so we're not touching there. We're not touching there. Do we have continuity from here to here? Yes, we do. How about from here to there, which comes through over. Okay, so we don't need these anymore. Get rid of this one and that and that and that. A little more solder on there. So let's zoom out. Alright, so this one goes from here to here. That's good. This one through across there to here. Alright, I think we're all good. I think that certainly looks much better than how it was, you know. So let me go through and do some more testing here real quick. just one final testing. We got some, so that's good. Through there to here, that's good. And this one is here to there, that's good. So that's not a problem. So our first crack was, well, we had this issue up here. So let's go from, this goes from here through there to here. That is good. So our repair here is good. Although I don't really like the way it looks. Probably could be better. Okay, I like that better. There we go. Okay. So we've got this point here, goes through there to there, so that's correct. We had this one here that goes to there, through here, down through to here, over to here, so those repairs are good. This one and this one. So then if we follow this down through the crack here, this goes to nothing, nothing hooked to there. And this one should go to here, which goes up through, we already checked over to there. And then it follows through here, which goes from here. Is that right? No, here, through this to there. So that repair is good. This repair is good. That's supposed to go to that. Over to there. That is not supposed to go to that, so that's correct. This does not touch that one, so that's correct. Then we fixed our ground plane, and it's not touching anything else. Ground plane to here to there is good. Here through to here is good. Here to there is good. Our ground plane again is repaired. Through there. This point through here down to there is good. And we're not touching anything here. Since you can't see what I'm doing, sorry about that. So that's all correct. And none of that's touching. And then so here to here should be good. And then we had here to here. And here to here. Well, that's all the cracks. So we've tested all of our power. We have now fixed our cracks. So I gotta say that it looks a lot better than it did. Considerably better than it did. So we fixed our cracks. We've got all of our testing done. So I guess what we'll do now is I will put this out of the way. I'll get some pots and we'll fix the pots. I will change this capacitor out, fix all of this. And then I guess what we can do is get the light bulb out. We'll do our light bulb test, make sure our light bulb test works. If that's good, I'll do the full reflow, make sure we have all of our reflow complete, and do some more quick checks and testing. And then at that point, we will get it on a tube and see what we get. And it looks like this heated up very, very hot. Look at this. This is black, that's black, and look at this, look at this. Do I have, I think I have another one of these assemblies. Let's see. Floating around here somewhere, I've got another one of those assemblies. I'll find it. Anyway, okay, so I'm gonna cut away here and I'm gonna get this replaced and these caps replaced and the full reflow complete. And and then I'll come back and we'll show all the work off, and then we'll do our light bulb test and kind of go from there. So stand by one moment. Alright, just like that, all the work has now been performed. We got this removed, the one that was burned up and damaged and who knows what else, and I got a replacement installed, and I also got it secured to the heat sink there with the screw, and it's nice and secure and all that jazz. And we're on 25 kilohertz selection, medium resolution, so we want to have our pin hooked up to the side with no wire. You want to use the white wire selection when you're on 15 kilohertz standard. You want to use the empty spot on the pin when you're using 25. If you don't hook it up properly, you can damage your vertical circuit. So, alright, let's go back here. Alright, so I got this changed out, so that's done. I got all of the broken pots on the two broken pots on the remote board replaced. That was horizontal size and width, so those are changed out. The rest of them are good. Got that accomplished. Let's get rid of this here. And then I noticed while doing the neck board repair that the blue bias pot, the adjustment knob had broken off of it. The pot was likely still good, but the adjustment part, the white part, had broken off, so I had to change it out. So I changed it out to one like this, same type but different color, no big deal. And then while I was reflowing the back and fixing the transistor heat sinks and transistors, I noticed that this cap was broken. Let's see, you can see how it's cracked and busted. So I just removed it. We're not going to reuse it. It's not necessary. It's just one of the mods, one of the many mods. It's like I have another one here that I use for parts, and you can see that there is no capacitor on this one. It goes, I believe, from this point to the green transistor. It goes across there, and you can see this one never had one. So I did not remove it. It never had one. So we're just not going to put that back on. So that's all the parts replaced. Again, I got the full reflow complete on this. We got all of the bridging and repairs done here. Got rid of all those ridiculous jumper wires, so this is much cleaner and nicer and looks better. Full reflow on everything that is normally reflowed and anything that possibly could have needed it or looked bad, including the video selection header pin. So all the rework is done. We got this all done. We double checked and triple checked that all of our pathways are good, so if it doesn't work, there must be something else that we didn't check. And I got the neck board work complete. As you can see, everything is nice and evenly spaced. I got this all done. None of the inductors, none of the 3 transistors here, none of the resistors are touching the heat sinks. Everything's evenly spaced and nothing's touching. These are evenly spaced, not inducing heat on each other. I got the cap replaced. So I think we're ready to do our light bulb test, and if that passes, we'll power it up and cross our fingers. If that works, then I'll do a cap kit off camera. If everything works and looks okay, I'll do a cap kit off camera and call this one complete. But hopefully we don't run into any other issues. Who knows what's going to happen when we try and turn it on. But for now, to do our light bulb test, we're going to test our power circuit side of the chassis. Again, what you want to do to refresh here is you want to lift this jumper leg out of the circuit. It's W150. Let's get our pointer here. W159, I'm sorry, W159. You take this jumper out of circuit, you can see that it comes over here and feeds one leg of the B plus resistor here. You take this jumper out of the circuit right here, take it out, and you want to clip. This prevents the B plus voltage from the power supply side reaching the rest of the board. So we'll take our alligator clip and clip it on there. Oop, I dropped my pointer device there. So now that we're clipped onto our B plus section, we can get our power and plug it in, plug it in, plug it in. Now we have power, and again, all we're going to do is turn on the test rig, and we're going to touch our ground from our bulb to our heatsink for our ground, touch the center here for our power, and if the bulb lights up, then our power supply section is good, and if we have problems later, we'll know it's in our horizontal section. So let me turn on the rig. It's all hooked up. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, That flyback is making noise. Let's hurry. Ground and power. Nice. There we go. You can hear that noise go away because the chassis is not under load. Now it is under load. So this is simulating the chassis running on a tube, and there's a load on the system. And I don't think that sound's coming from the flyback. I think it might be coming from the transformer here. But either way, you can see our power supply section is good. So that means our switch mode power supply chip is okay. Everything over in that power supply is good. So in theory, it should turn on. Let's discharge it. There we go. Discharge successful. Okay, I am going to put the jumper back in, unlike last time when I forgot. And then we'll get it on a tube and we'll cross our fingers. So stand by. Alright, all hooked up and ready to go. Dedicated U5000 monitor and yoke and whole assembly, so we're ready to test. We have anode, neck, yoke ground, video, power, and remote board sitting right here, ready to go. I have the test pattern generator set to medium resolution, which is what our video jumper there is set to. And if it works, we'll test 15 kilohertz, or the standard res. Yeah, so we have our meter also set up to read our B+, which you read at this point right there. Test point 202 is a little post right there, right next to that cap. That's where you test your B+ at on the 5000. So I think we're ready to go. I got the fan turned off in case something pops. We can see where the magic smoke came out or where the smoke's coming from. And I guess nothing left to do but to try it here. So here we go. 1, 2. Oh, I gotta turn this on. I forget every time. I don't leave it on before I start talking in case something goes haywire. I don't accidentally run the battery down. So now we're ready to go. So that's turned on. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yes! Although we're only reading 116, supposed to be 117, but it might go higher the longer it's on. It's 116.1. Does it change to 2? Oh, hey, and we got an image, but something is very wrong already because you see how high this is versus that. Let's start with brightness down, contrast down, flyback. Oh, see, now we're 116.7. Flyback up until we see raster. Sometimes you don't get raster on these. Well, let's start with that. Okay, now brightness, contrast. Oh, I'm sorry, that's height, contrast. Well, something is very wrong, at least on medium resolution, because it's really washed out here. Oh, I bet I know what it is. I know what it is. It's because our horizontal position is all the way this way. If I move horizontal position that way, I bet you it gets better. Here we go, horizontal position. Well, it got better slightly. We got partial collapse here. See how this is going on and this is squished? Well, it's working, but I need to cap it. So, oh yeah. We got color problems for sure. There's our RGB. So we got something going on the. Let's try 15 kilohertz. So let's turn this off. Huh. The monitor's not discharging. Must be something wrong with the discharge circuit. It is bleeding off though. Well, I'm not going to worry about it. Let's turn this off. Let's turn it to standard. And let's swap this connector over to 15 and move this jumper over to the white wire. There we go. Okay. Let's see what it does on 15. Okay. Oh, look at that. 117. That's awesome. What happens on our... Well, same thing. We've got obvious capacitor problems. I think what we'll do is we'll do a cap kit and then see what happens after that. But hey, it's working. With all that damage and all that cracked board and everything that was going on there. Got it successfully up and going. Now, it may have been working before, I don't know, but that was just a hideous repair, so it's much better now. So let's do our cap kit and see if we can make this look any better. Stand by. Alright, so I'm getting ready to do the cap kit here, and I noticed something that I didn't notice before, and I wanted to kind of admit my mistake, is that when I looked over the board and I found, or over the whole chassis, and I found that bulging cap on the neck here, and I went back and looked at the footage and verified. I mentioned I didn't see any other bulging caps, but I completely missed a bulging cap. If we look right here at this one here, it is definitely bad. Yeah, it's about ready to split open. So I don't know how I missed that one, but you can clearly see that it is about to burst, and it's hard to really show it here. But yeah, the top's about ready to pop. So there was actually, I mean, I don't know if this was the cause of the bad image, but absolutely it's no good. It's hard to get with this overhead light. It's hard to get a good picture of it, really what's going on here, but you can clearly see that it's about to bust open. Sorry, I can't get a good shot of it. But yeah, it's obvious the bulging. So there was two caps bulging. The rest of them are actually pretty good, but they are absolutely original. You can see the glue on this one and those two and this one and that one. So there's no doubt at all that all these are original. And there's even a sticker here. It says Atlas Distribution or Distributors, whatever it is. It's July 29th, 1999. So the warranty just expired. Well, all right. So at least we're in the right direction here with it functioning, and it works on both resolution settings, and everything is operational. I think we just need to put caps in it, and it should bring it back to life 100%. So let's get the cap kit installed, and we'll see how that turns out, or we'll see what difference it makes. All right. So we're all done with the cap kit. I'm in handheld mode here because I wanted to mention that everything has been re-examined and verified, and no issues found. Everything is now good to go. Full cap kit and everything's done. And here's the originals. And the reason I'm on the handheld is because I wanted to talk about these two caps here in particular. These are all the ones I removed, all the original ones. This one here is the one that was here, that was all bulging. And as you can see, I can just tap it here and it wobbles around. It was pretty bad. And underneath the cap on the main board here was actually kind of burned. So this got super hot for some reason. Probably who knows for what reason. So we'll see. Keep an eye on this to make sure it doesn't start bubbling or popping while we're testing. And this cap here, you'll see, is 50 volt 1000 microfarad. And it was in this location here. Well, that was completely wrong. It's supposed to be 35 volt 470 microfarad. And someone had a 50 volt, which is fine, but it's supposed to be 470 microfarad. They had 1000, so it was the completely wrong reading of cap in there. I think that might have been the reason why we had our linearity, or it wasn't really collapsed on the bottom, but it was much smaller than the top side of the stream because of this cap. I think this was the cause of the linearity problem. Now the shadowing and the color problems, I think, have been resolved with the cap kit, especially with that one being bad. So let's get it on a tube, see how it looks. Okie dokie, ready to go. I think we're still hooked up on 15 kilohertz standard res. So let's turn this on. I don't need anything else hooked up because I already know the B plus is good. It probably would have been wise to hook it back up in case it's different after the cap kit. But I think I have everything in correctly, so I haven't turned it on yet. We're about to find out. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right, fired right up. How much better does the picture look? Well, there we go. No more linearity problems. We have focus issues. Let's fix our focus here. There we go, nice and crisp. And let's adjust our settings. Alright, so right away our contrast is too bright. Right there's going to be our limit. Brightness we want, well, that's as bright as it gets, so let's turn up the flyback right there. And brightness is, that's good. H position, width, height, that's good there. Well, hot dog! Full, beautiful image. Let's look at our colors now. Glorious, glorious. Now that's standard res. So let's turn our test pattern generator off and the monitor off. Test pattern generator, switch to medium resolution. Turn it back on. Move the selector over to medium res and move our vertical sweep jumper over to our non-existent pin. There we go. Okay, I think we're ready now. 1, 2, 3. Okay, came back on. There we go. Sorry about that background light. Let's turn it off here. But now I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, H position, width, height. There you go. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Where's my button? There's the button. All right. And medium resolution looks like it's working perfectly as well. Hot diggity and shazam. Yep. All right, so there you go, guys and gals. It looks like this one it had bad caps. It had a giant crack in it. We had to fix take all those dumb jumpers off and do it properly. It probably would have worked just fine except for the caps without me doing any of the repairs, but I was absolutely not going to leave it with all those stupid jumpers on there. So now it's repaired properly. I say properly, but in my definition, it's done properly. We've got the neck board all fixed up. We got the chassis reflowed, all of the cracks repaired, all the caps changed out. Everything is good for medium and standard resolution. So I think that was about it. So now I think we have another U5000 successfully brought back from the brink of destruction. Well, I guess it was kind of already destroyed, but you get the idea. Back from the brink of the trash bin. So thanks again for watching. Hopefully you learned something. Like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.